For you, I extend my congratulations. You are now a part of a worldwide network of SFU alumni who live in over 130 countries. Be proud of your accomplishments and be proud of your SFU credential. Your journey with SFU continues. We are here to help you expand your personal and professional network and support your success through access to resources, including career services. Additionally, our local and national and international events create opportunities for you to connect with alumni and other professionals. To find out more, stay connected with us and other alumni through social media and email, and connect your SFU account with your LinkedIn account. As you cross the stage today, I'll present you with an alumni pin. Wear it as a symbol of your incredible achievement and connection to SFU. Congratulations to all of you, and welcome to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Robert. Before the graduands are presented individually to the Chancellor, Mr. Joshua Jackai, a member of the graduating class, will address Convocation. Joshua is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Degree in Communication. He's originally from Cameroon, was raised in California, and after completing his NCAA eligibility, entered SFU on a football scholarship. During his time at SFU, he transferred his focus from sports to entrepreneurship. He currently serves as co-founder of Frontrunner's Streetwear Clothing, Co-llective Marketing, and Open Spot Parketing. He's also excelled academically, recognized on the Dean's Honor Roll. After graduation, Joshua will focus on expanding his business endeavors and hopes to give back to the business community by mentoring others in entrepreneurship. It's now my pleasure to call upon Mr. Joshua Jackai for the graduand address. Joshua?
Woo! You guys, if you could be in my position, look at you, yeah. Good morning, everybody. As human beings, it is important that we acknowledge and pay homage to those that have come before us. Therefore, first and foremost, I would like to acknowledge that we are on the unceded traditional native territory of the Tsleil-Waututh, Squamish, Musqueam, Coquitlam First Nations people. On behalf of Simon Fraser University, I thank you for allowing this land to be occupied for higher learning, achievement, and celebration. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, faculty, past and present, thank you for this opportunity. Every ounce of energy you have poured into the growth of this world-class university. On behalf of all Simon Fraser University students and alumni, I thank you. We are the fruits of your labor, and without you, we would not be here. As to my fellow graduates, isn't it about time? No more long Tim Horton lines, no more walking up a million stairs, no more arguing with your significant other because you have to study, and most of all, no more hearing people ask, so when are you graduating? Okay, maybe I over-exaggerated. In life, there will always be long Tim Horton lines, there will always be more stairs, and most definitely, there will always be a nagging significant other. But look on the bright side, you've graduated. According to statistics, in Canada, only 27% of those aged 25 to 64 possess a university degree. To graduate from Simon Fraser University is a privilege that is earned and a testimony of perseverance. So to my fellow graduates, congratulations. Today is your day to be proud of yourself. As your 2017 Spring Convocation speaker, I would like to share with you my journey and personal convictions that fuel me today. The legendary Simon Fraser University figure Terry Fox once said, quote, "I do what I do for the people who believe in me, not the jerks who don't. I want to set an example that will never be forgotten," end quote. During my time at Simon Fraser University, I have experienced a 0.92 GPA, which placed me on academic probation. I've been stripped of a scholarship, I've battled depression, I've been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, and I've been dumped after a 7-year relationship. If that was all you knew about me, some of you would feel sorry for me. In response to those of you that feel sorry for me, Terry Fox also said, quote, "I bet some of you feel sorry for me. Well, don't," end quote. You like that one, huh? Yeah, I know. I can remember when I was on academic probation and stripped of my scholarship. As depressed as I was, I knew there was no way I could flunk out of college. I mean, I'm the youngest and the first in my family of 8 to go to a 4-year university. There was no way I would return home to tell my mom and family that I had failed. I can recall the athletic counselor at the time telling me that I should make a plan B in case I did flunk out. I also remember looking at her straight in the eyes and saying that's not going to happen. During this time, I did not tell anybody in my family about my situation. To compensate for tuition, I had my best friend, Jojo Lestrap, co-sign a student loan that would finance my next semester. That next semester, I was diagnosed with ADD. Through SFU's health and counseling, I received the proper treatment, which helped tremendously. By the following semester, I would earn a 3.5 GPA, which relinquished me from academic probation and earned me my scholarship back. Thank you. Since then, I learned how to naturally cope with depression through cognitive behavioral therapy and nutrition. And as for being dumped, if you look at a gorgeous girl up there, just know she's mine and I'll be fine. When I look back at this journey and my hardships, I kept my family close. And because of them, failure was not an option. Because as Terry Fox stated, quote, "I do what I do for the people who believe in me, not the jerks who don't. I want to set an example that will never be forgotten," end quote. My family and the people who believe in me has and always will be my motivation to do good. Therefore, I want to take this time to thank them. To name a few significant people in my journey: Marina Talbot, Leslie, Chandler, Carolyn, Ish, Sar, Jojo Lestrap, Noe Rico, Derek McCory, Buck, Latif, and Isabel. You've all made me curse, scream, and laugh, but most of all, a better person. If I were to die today, one of the first things I would do is thank God for blessing me with wonderful friends. I love you all, and thank you. To my family here today, Auntie Meat, my Uncle Chris in heaven, Uncle Avery, thank you for always being a source of strength, friendship, and support for my mother and my family. I love you. To my older brother, and sister, Isaac and Evelyn. In another life, you two are my mom and dad. Thank you so much for raising me and instilling principles in me that has been the foundation for all of my achievements today. I love you. To my mother, Christine, and my Father in heaven, I cannot remember one time you told me I could not achieve something. I cannot remember one time you were able to do something and you told me no. I lost count of how many times I heard my mother cry because circumstances were hard, but she always overcame them. To you, Mom, your tears were the water to my roots, and your smile is the sun that keeps me wanting to grow. I remember growing up when I would tell you I love you, you would ask, how much? And I would go like this and say, higher than the sky. I hate to tell you this, but I lied. For everything you've done for the world, our family, and myself, know that there is nothing in the universe to measure how much I love you. I love you, Mom, and thank you. I have to wipe my tears. This is the first time a lot of my friends ever see me cry. They're gonna take pictures, they are. To close, I would like to leave a message with my fellow graduates. Today, suicide is the leading cause of death for adolescents in North America, and is heavily related to mental illness. Throughout history, dialogue about depression, bipolar disorders, schizophrenia, anxiety, and other conditions were ignored by families out of fear of being perceived as quote-unquote crazy. As a result, that fear and lack of understanding is now the burden of our generation. Unfortunately, that is only one example of how fear has impacted future generations. The funny thing about fear is just thinking about it can influence a feeling of pain. Did you know that most people aren't afraid of heights, they're just afraid of falling? As a result, we refuse to go to high levels. I'm here to tell you, whether you're high or low, you're going to fall in life. So don't turn away from what's fearful to you. Understand it and examine it, because the day we stop learning is the day we stop growing. Our greatest accomplishments are always on the other side of our fears and comfort zone. Facing our fears isn't always screaming at the mirror saying, I'm going to get through this. Facing our fears is having open and honest dialogue with the people who love us, whether we fail or succeed. Facing our fears is swallowing our pride and seeking experience or professional help for advice. Facing our fears is being conscious of when we are weak, but vowing that we'll become strong. So I ask you, when it's time for your obituary to be read at your funeral, what do you want it to say? What do you want people to tell stories about when it comes to you? What do you want the world to have of yours when you are gone? Did you make the people in the world feel limited or powerful? If you take anything away from this speech, take away the conviction to do today what you want to be remembered for when you're gone, no matter the cost. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua, for exemplifying what Convocation is all about, for you and for the graduating class. The members of the graduating class will now be presented to the Chancellor to be admitted en masse to their degrees, and I'd ask the graduands to please rise. Pretty good-looking group, don't you think? Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled